Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video, and in today's video we're going to be talking a little bit further about when Fortnite possibly could return to its iOS devices, and also how exactly can you gain access to the Apple skin, which you guys have been asking me for like the last 2 days. Why haven't I got it yet? Because obviously it was a few days ago and people are like, where is it, Pat? Where is the skin? I don't know. So let's get into it and explain all that sort of stuff. But before we go into all these details, don't forget guys to smash subscribe on the video. We're getting so close to 600,000 subscribers and it would mean the world to me if we can get there during season 4. So everyone smash subscribe, and if you haven't already liked today's video, do consider it, because guess what guys, it's the Cube's birthday today. So technically yesterday, but yeah, it is the Cube's birthday, so smash a like on the video guys. Let's see if we can get 5k likes on today's video. And also Donald Mustard posted this, so I thought I'd put this in the start of the video because I thought this was quite cute. So back in July 2018, Donald Mustard drew the first sketch of the Cube on a whiteboard, and here it is. And he says Kevin might be gone, but he's not forgotten, with a wink face. Maybe you could return, I don't know. I love the little design he drew of this. You can see on this design it's just kind of like a cube with different symbols on it. He's got like a circle on it. I'm not too sure what that was meant to be, but I guess this is the idea of it, and his idea was like having all these kind of effects coming off it and the kind of symbols on it, which obviously relied on the cube actual power, which was given from the lightning in the sky, and it actually retracted people, didn't it, when you hit it? So all that cool stuff going on there with the cube, and that all references back to Donald Mustard's original post. So that's really exciting. I do really like that, honestly. It's so awesome. Alright, so moving on from that, the topic which a lot of you guys have been asking me about, which I want to cover here for you guys. When on earth are you getting your Apple or Tycoon outfit? Well, it is confirmed guys that you will be getting this outfit next week. So if you competed in the tournament and you got 10 plus points or so, then you will gain access to the Tycoon outfit for free. Now there is no confirmation if this skin is going to come to the item shop or not, and there is no confirmation that you will get it if you are an iOS user. As we know, iOS isn't going to be getting any updates anytime soon, and we'll discuss a little bit more about that in a second as I finish just talking up about the Tycoon outfit. So like I said, Tycoon outfit probably not going to be in the item shop, will be with us next week. Now when will it be with us next week? Now I'm assuming the Tycoon is not already in the files, because no data miners have found it, no leakers have actually brought it up to our attention that this was an outfit at all. So I'm guessing Fortnite drew up this, then they put it on the tournament picture, showed it off on their website, but it's not in the files. So I'm guessing this will be applied into the files in season 4, which technically means iOS users won't be able to get it just yet, which is kind of confusing, because the reason you guys were competing, right, was for the skin, or was it meant to be for the hardware? But why would they make mobile users compete against PC players for the hardware? Interesting stuff. They should have just made it mobile only, personally, that competition. Kind of a little bit of a weird one in my opinion, but I think it all works out alright, because I've got some more details about the Apple court case, etc., what's going on and when you guys can jump back in on iOS in a second. But before we get into that, don't forget guys to go and enter in code PostboxPat for season 4. We are less than a few days away from it now, 2 days in total. So you guys, all you've got to do is enter in code PostboxPat to your item shop. Support me ready for season 4. Thank you everyone doing that. Honestly, it really does go a long way and really does help through these difficult times. So here are a few shout outs to the people already entering it in, and don't forget to let me know in the comments so I can go and heart a bunch of comments for those that are supporting me. Thank you everyone considering to do that. We're obviously going to break down some details right now about the actual iOS version of Fortnite. So this is another thing in the community which is being asked left, right and center all the time, and it looks like Mikey's actually dived pretty deep into some of the court case details. So you can see here, you can see some of the dates which actually kind of give us some idea about when possibly iOS could return, or sorry, Fortnite could return to iOS. And the first thing we've got is September the 4th, Epic's briefing, and then on September the 15th we've got Apple's response to Epic's briefing. And then on September the 18th we've got Epic's reply to the brief, which I guess will be the response to Apple's response. So yeah, response, basically backwards and forwards. And then finally the court hearing, which will take place at 9:30 AM on September the 28th, which will definitely be worth covering on that day. I'll be covering everything regarding that court case to keep you guys up to date with everything for the iOS users especially. I know the majority of my viewers are console users, because I did do a poll on my community section, and I think almost above 70% of you guys are console players, which is perfectly fine. And I'm pretty sure the majority of you that do have mobile probably have a console in your house as well. And if if you didn't know already, you can play console split screen. To save one of you used to play on mobile and one of you used to play on console, you can just buy another controller and play split screen on console, or even get a keyboard and controller and play split screen. I don't know if that works actually. I've never tried keyboard and controller, but let me know in the comments. But yeah, so here are the dates here, and you're probably wondering when on earth would the iOS Fortnite actually come back. So the earliest date possible we could see the return of iOS Fortnite would be that 28th of September. Now, court hearings or court cases can take a little bit longer than this. Sometimes they even last over a week or 2 weeks or so. They don't just end in like a simple kind of day. Now, it depends how much depth they want to go into this, what they're going to break it down on. Who knows how quickly this could be, because if Apple suddenly go, you know what, all right, we agree with you, we're going to put your rate down to 15%, 10% to every app developer out there, let's go. And this would be a huge thing. Like, if Apple did that, I think the company would gain a lot of publicity. Obviously, they're probably already the biggest company in the world, but you'd always see that as well, like, all over the news. If Apple dropped the prices on there, I think they could easily do it. They don't really need the revenue from that. Obviously, it is a big source for them. I know a lot of people already know that, but I definitely think that possibly maybe Apple could do that, and that would end the court case pretty quickly. Or Apple could just constantly be disagreeing with Epic until the court actually decides to make its decision, and they don't make the decision. It's pretty obvious that they aren't going to make the decision, are they? Apple aren't going to back down. They're going to fight this right to the very end, and that's what worries me a little bit and makes me think possibly you're not going to be getting Fortnite on the 28th. You're probably going to be getting it a little bit time after that, either when Epic decides to either agree with Apple's rate or Apple decides to agree with Epic's rate. And if none of that does happen, then it'll be the court's decision. And then after the court's decision, depending on which company wins, so if Apple wins, then I don't know what will happen. I don't know if Epic Games will be like, okay, we'll put our app back on the store and we'll just have to sit with your 30%, which possibly could work. Or will it be like, you know, you've lost now, we're not taking Epic Games on the App Store ever again, and we're never coming to iOS again, Fortnite. So it is very, very interesting. So if Apple do win this court case, could this mean that iOS Fortnite will never ever return? But I want Epic to win, obviously, because this is something which would be amazing for the whole world, not just Epic Games. This would be available for every developer to take advantage of these lower rates and help out the true creators of the game. Because you've got to consider, Apple create the phones. You already buy the phone or the iPad, whatever app store you're using. You already buy that for a high fee, which is way over the price that it costs to make. So they've already made a huge chunk of revenue there. I understand you are using their device with the App Store, but I do think their rate is a little bit too high at 30%. I'm pretty sure Xbox and PlayStation have a rate of about 18% for their games that are on there, and it maybe drops down to about 15 or so the more revenue you make. I don't know the exact terms with the PlayStation and Xbox rates. What I'm saying here by the rate, so basically if you buy a game for like $20, then Xbox might take 18% of that sale because it's on their platform, but Apple have been taking 30%, which is a huge amount. I don't know what the exact percentage of PlayStation and Xbox is, but I did hear it was around 18, probably a little bit lower, but I'll let you guys know if I do find out. If anyone does know, then let me know in the comments. Do some research, let me know. It'd be awesome if you guys could actually find the rate of what games are kind of what rate they kind of take for that, because it'd be nice just to see potentially what rate that actually is, you know? I like to kind of look into stuff like that, but it's just what I like to do. But yeah, like I was saying, the possible return of iOS Fortnite would be the 28th of September. It's still not 100% guaranteed. That would be the earliest it could return. That's if it wins the court case on that day and everything goes smoothly. Most likely, Apple are going to be stood in the way, like ginormously. Like they're just going to be like the cube in the way of a door or something. I don't even know, but basically Apple ain't going to let it go that easily. So I definitely think it'll last maybe a few days, the court case, and it'll be down to the court's decision on what to do here. And it will be down to that, you know, if the court, that's why it's gone to the court. If the court decides, you know, Fortnite are right, they deserve to win, then Fortnite will win the case, and a whole new agreement system will have to be put in place with Apple. That could take at least a few months, and we could be seeing even some more few months delays on it. Who knows what's going to happen? You know, if Epic do win, we could be seeing huge delays on Apple's end anyway to refigure the entire Apple Store, how they're going to do it with all the rates. They can simply just turn down the rate, obviously. I think anyone could do that. You know, you just simply do that from 30 to 15 or whatever rate they do it at. But I think it's going to be a bit more of an operation now, because obviously we know that certain sneaky companies have got deals with Apple. For example, Amazon do get like a 15% rate on some stuff, and different rates are being used in different applications, and it's unfair for the digital sales. And Apple did bring out a statement on this as well. I talked about this a few days ago, how potentially Fortnite itself with its digital sales is a different category from buying, say, a physical product on Amazon. I think that's kind of interesting to think about, because I think digital sales to a certain extent shouldn't really be taxed as like that extra 30%. It isn't exactly a tax, like it's not mandatory, like it's not a tax which is mandatory at all, like it's just been put on by Apple, you know, it's not like a government tax or anything like that. So when people refer it to the word tax, I don't really like calling it a tax because it's not a tax. I'm getting a little bit technical here. It's more of like a fee which Apple have put in place. It's like an Apple tax technically, that's what it is. It's not like a government tax, you know. This is something which Apple have put in place which you have to give, or you can't be on the App Store, which Fortnite obviously tried and worked their way around, and the way they did it was clever. However, it obviously ringed alarm bells in Apple, and they took down Fortnite, and then the lawsuit came ahead. So crazy stuff. But yeah, there you have it. There's all the details and my thoughts on the process so far. It's definitely going to take a long time, but as we get to the 28th of September, I'll be covering the case a lot on these news type update videos that I do almost daily. Make sure you got your notification bell on, and if anything does happen with the court case, etc., I'll put it in, you know, I'll just put it in a video towards the end and discuss it. It's going to be something which is going to be on my mind for a while, and even if you're not an iOS player, it's just good to know. You know, this is good for the industry of gaming, good for obviously anyone that wants to create apps in the future, or if you're just a general mobile gamer and you want like discount on your Google or Apple store, this will help you as well. It'll help us as a world, it'll help us as the entire online community save money. This is the whole point Epic are doing this. They're not just doing it for their benefit. They're not getting anything out of this, by the way. They're not getting any monetary value from the law case or the lawsuit. They're just getting a whole equality across the App Store. That's what they're trying to get from it, but they might not. But obviously we'll keep you guys updated on all that. So that's going to be it for today's video though. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's gone on a little bit, and I've dragged a little bit and talked about this, but I like to express my opinions in this sort of stuff, and it's sort of stuff I love to talk about. So thank you everyone for watching right to the end. If you happen to make it right to the very end of the video, comment down below, Kevin is a triangle. People will be looking in the comments like, why are you commenting that? And no, he's a cube, but it's funny. Just type in Kevin is a triangle. All right, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in future content, and once again, this is Postbox Pat signing out.